We have breaking news. Your bank account can be frozen even if you did nothing wrong. Yes, you heard me right. Your bank account can be frozen even if you did nothing wrong. Not maybe, not rare cases, it's happening right now. People are waking up, checking accounts, and seeing zero access to their money. Not because they're criminals, but because the system flagged them. So before we get into this, I need you to answer this in the comments. Do you trust your bank with your life savings? Just simple yes or no. Because after this video, that answer might change. Now listen, if you've been following me, you already know I don't teach you how to depend on the system, I teach you how to beat the system. And right now, the system is shifting again. Banks are tightening control over your money. And most people don't even realize it yet. They think, my money's in the bank, I'm good. No, your money is in their system. And if they don't like what they see, they can shut you down. Let me break this down as simple as I possibly can. There's something called ACH. That's how money moves. Paychecks, tax refunds, government paychecks, business money. Basically, your whole financial life runs through this. Now here's what changed. Banks are now required to monitor transactions on a whole different level. Not just outgoing money, incoming money too. That means your deposits, your income, your transfers, all under a microscope. And this is all caused by a massive change in the banking system. Let's put it up on the screen so everyone can see it right here. ACH payroll rule changes effective March 20th. It's already in place and it's rolling. There's no stopping this. Beginning March 20th, 2026, a new NACHA rule will apply to payroll-related ACH transactions, ACH payments to any employee, W-2 or 1099 for wages, salaries, or other employee compensation, including pre-tax deductions like payments to HSA accounts, must include payroll in the company entry description field. This update helps strengthen fraud prevention by making payroll transactions easier to identify across the ACH network. And when people hear this, they're like, oh, it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, it actually is. Now let's talk about what actually gets people caught up, because this is where people get blindsided. You start a new job, flagged. You get a large deposit, flagged. You get multiple payments, flagged. You move money quickly, flagged. And here's the part people don't understand. The system doesn't know you, it just sees patterns. So if your behavior changes, it assumes risk. And when it assumes risk, your account gets hit. Because remember, every single one of these banking systems is now pushing really hard for AI. So the AI is learning, and what happens when AI is learning? There's a lot of mistakes that come along with that. And let me be clear about something. You do not get a warning. No email, no text, no heads up. You just wake up and your account is frozen. Now imagine this. Rent's due, bills due, you need gas, you need food, and your money locked. And now you're on the phone with customer service, waiting, stressed, trying to figure out what happened. That's the reality that people are dealing with. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if this happens to you, do not call customer service. I would go into a branch physically. Now let's talk about why, because this is the part that matters. Scams are going crazy right now. People are getting hit with fake business emails, payroll scams, romance scams. Yes, romance scams are truly a thing. It's really crazy. And the crazy part, people are authorizing the payments themselves. So banks used to say, not our problem. But now they're being forced to monitor everything. So instead of just stopping scammers, they tighten control on everyone. And that includes you. But here's the real big issue. You can do everything right and still get flagged. That's the problem. And when your account is frozen, cash becomes useless. Let me say that again. Cash becomes useless. Because if it's in the bank and you can't access it, it's not helping you. And this is why I keep telling y'all, credit is power. Because when your cash is locked, credit keeps you moving. Food, gas, bills. That's survival. But here's the bigger problem that I see. Imagine this. If you're getting a large tax return deposited, you can get flagged. If you're sending money to friends through like Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo, as a few examples, you can be flagged. If you're Ubering or doing DoorDash, you can get flagged because you have multiple payments coming into your actual bank account. So the question really is, what will not get flagged? How can they be allowed to legally control your money like this? To me, it doesn't make sense how someone who is working multiple jobs is now going to be looked at as potentially a criminal? Or even worse, a business owner who gets multiple transactions through his account because they're selling items online or they have recurring payments, they can be flagged and shut down also. To me, this is a wild time to be alive in 2026, and everyday hardworking Americans will be locked out like criminals and have their accounts shut down just because they're working multiple jobs, or they're actually just hardworking, hustling Americans. It's just wild. Now, this is a bonus part that I need to throw in there at the last minute because I got some crazy news. I actually got it in an email from Citibank. Now, Citibank is now officially devaluing their thank you points, basically the reward points when you stack all of the things that you buy with credit cards. They sent me a notice letting me know that they're going to be devalued. Now, in the small sense, people are like, okay, it's not a big deal. The bank's doing whatever the hell they want to, which is crazy. So if you have a Citibank credit card that you're stacking points with, they're going to be devalued on the 4/19/2026. Again, on 4/19/2026, the points will be devalued if you do not use them. Now, I'm just assuming out of my experience that if you book your travel, so your hotel, your flights or whatever, before that date, you will still get them at the current value, which is an ideal situation for anybody. But the red flag here is, if Citibank is doing this, how long is it gonna take for American Express and Chase Bank to do this? This is not a common thing to see a bank devalue points, but it's not the first time and it's not gonna be the last time, so understand this. But they're doing this because they're taking massive losses, is what I'm guessing, because people aren't paying their debts off. Let's just be honest with each other here. So I want to prepare you for that, because that's another situation that I need to break down completely and wholeheartedly to see exactly what else is going on in the credit card world with other major credit card companies or banks. So that's a bonus right there that I did not expect to put into this video, but I feel like it's very vital information that I need to tell you right now. So let's fix this. If you're still doing any of these, stop immediately. Keeping all your money in one bank, making random large deposits with no heads up, moving money fast between accounts, thinking this won't happen to me, because those are the exact people that get hit. I wanna give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with the 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, here's how you move smart. Multiple bank accounts, and preferably multiple credit unions. Strong credit profile, backup access to money, communication with your bank always, and emergency cash on hand. Last part's the most important. And let me say this clearly. The people who understand the system win. The people who trust the system blindly lose. So I need you to answer this before you leave. Do you trust the banks more now or less? Drop it in the comments. Of course, I'll be reading all the comments, and I will try to respond to as many as I possibly can. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.